Hi guys, my name's Jess. I'm a professional photographer from Tasmania and I'm on an 8-month road trip through North America in our lovely home called Frankie. So Frankie is an old concreting van and we've just turned it into our Rustic home on wheels. So yeah, come and check it out. So obviously with van life we're trying to maximise our space, so we actually bolted our water container to the outside of our door, but then we also have got like our own like little herb box up here. Lova, my girlfriend, is obsessed with coriander, so we've got a little coriander garden up top. To cover our doors, what we did, we got some burlap sacks or hessian sacks just from a coffee roastery kind of place. They were throwing them out, so we wanted to try and hide like the ugly metal behind it. So we just used construction glue to just glue them on and covers up all the ugly parts. So we're actually really happy with how it turned out. Pretty rustic and yeah, it covers up all the bad parts. So happy days for us. So welcome to the inside of the van. As you can see, it's pretty rustic in here. What we did was used recycled pallet wood, so 100% recycled and also 100% free, so pretty nice for our budget. Here we have just some cupboards with like pots, pans, all that kind of stuff, veggies, all that kind of thing in there. More like more jars, spices, what have you. Obviously got the spice rack up top, and then under here we have our cooker. So this is just a 2-burner stove, and one of the cool things about it is that it's fully drop in and drop out. So if we're camped next to a beach or something and we want to go cook on the beach, then we can just pull it out and go sit on the beach and camp up there, which is absolutely perfect for us. In here we've got more pots and pans and that kind of stuff, but we also have our 2 leisure batteries, one up top there and one down the bottom. And then we have an inverter just on the other side, so charging all of our laptops and camera batteries and all that kind of stuff. And we have like an isolation switch, so as we're running we can flick it on, charges up the batteries, and then when we stop we can stop it, flick it off, isolate the battery so we don't drain our main car battery. So yeah, that's how we supply everything. So, and then at the front here we have some of the most comfortable chairs ever. We got them off a guy. They're actually fully out of the box and out of the plastic, but they were made in 1974. So they're super old, but never been sat in. So we mounted them, and they're fully swing around. And yeah, we essentially don't need suspension anymore, just because they're the most comfortable things ever. They're the best. Okay, so welcome to the bedroom. Again, wanted to try and maximize space, so I kind of cut the bed off just a couple of feet and just put in like this sliding part. So this just slides out, and then the cushion here just goes like straight in on top. And it's actually a full double bed. It doesn't look very big, but me and my girlfriend can fit in there pretty cozily, and it's pretty good. And then we also just have some extra storage in a drawer underneath. And then over here we've got our clothes boxes. So Lova's is here, mine is there, yeah, and all of our clothes and stuff are just in there. But then under the bed we have, on the back side, we have some extra storage for camping stuff. So all of our tents and sleeping bags and hiking boots and all that kind of stuff goes under there. A lot of people have asked like how we insulated the van and how we cladded out the van. So what we did, like, well, first of all, the van has like a second skin, so it has another piece of metal on the inside that is obviously not the outside. So we screwed battens to that inside bit, and then we could screw these, the pallet pieces into those battens. But then as we were going along, we had some fiberglass insulation, and we just like jammed it behind the battens like as tight as we could get it. So we managed to fit a lot of insulation behind there. And then we just used like a wood filler to seal up all the gaps and that kind of thing, just so the fibres don't seep through the gaps in the wood. A pretty nice thing to have in the van is a world map to kind of keep the dreams alive and keep you kind of like thinking of new places where you want to go and all that kind of stuff, but then also look back at where you have been and all that kind of thing. I guess I've been traveling since the start of 2011, so been on the road for a while, just working and stuff as I go. But I picked up photography in the last like 3 or 4 years, taking it more seriously. And yeah, that's starting to go pretty well and starting to get a bit of a following and that kind of stuff now, which is nice. We started up here and we've kind of gone like the whole way down to Mexico, and I guess it's, although we're just on this trip and this is like one tiny area, just to be able to think about where you want to go next and plan those big trips and that kind of thing is always really nice. So after this one, there's going to be a really big project next, which is going to take up a lot of this world map. So it's pretty exciting, but I can't reveal too much right now. So I guess like a day for me would be getting up for sunrise and shooting sunrise, depending where we are and that kind of thing. And then we either chill out and have some breakfast in the sun and that kind of stuff. I usually have a lot of editing to do, so I'm constantly taking photos and constantly needing to edit. So I usually either sit here, super nice and comfortable with the laptop, or in the chair there. And then I guess the rest of the day, we're either moving to another location or going on a hike or that kind of thing. Yeah, if someone wants to get a van, I'd definitely recommend it. The amount of freedom that you can have in the van is just unbelievable. You can do exactly what you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. So that's definitely the best part. I mean, it definitely does have its downfalls, constantly dirty and all that kind of stuff, but it's a small price to pay for the amount of freedom and that kind of thing. So if you're worried about like the money and all that kind of stuff, you really don't need that much money. You just kind of like need the balls to just go, yep, I'm actually going to go and do this. So buy the van and then, yeah, deck it out however you want. You can keep it cheap or you can do it lavish, whatever you want. And then, yeah, just jump in and get on the road.
Thanks for watching, subscribe now, and if you like the video, give us a thumbs up.